Hi, I'm Rob Boyd, an English photographer from the UK. I decided to create this podcast series talking to international photographers whose work I truly love. I realised I knew nothing about these amazing people apart from their names and their stunning work. So I created a set of hopefully entertaining questions that finds out who they are and what they love. Hi Eva, nice to see you. Nice to have you here.
Yes, thank you. Hi, Rob. Nice to have me with you. I'm really excited to participate. I hope my English is good enough that everybody can understand me.
Well, it's better than mine, so put it that way.
Okay. I'm happy to hear that.
So if you could start with your name and your Instagram name, that'd be amazing.
Okay, so my name is Eva de Maris and my Instagram name is Maris Photography.
Perfect.
So
and do you have a
that's
website?
Not at the moment. It's under construction. So let's see. I think I will do it after the holidays, after summer, when I have more time.
Yeah, when it gets dark again.
Yeah, when it's get dark now. I want to enjoy the light outside and not to be inside on my computer.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. And where do you live?
Right now, I live in Vienna, in Austria. I'm from Vienna. I'm an Austrian, but I came back to Vienna in 2018. And I left Vienna in 95 to move to Paris. So I left abroad for 23 years. So I moved to Paris, then to New York. I came back to Paris. I moved to Stuttgart in Germany. And from Germany, we moved to Vienna. And my husband is French. So that's why I moved to Paris for love.
Wow. No better reason.
Yeah, that's the best reason.
Absolutely. Brilliant. Okay. And I normally ask where you're from, but which part of Vienna are you from?
I'm in the 4th district. I live in the 4th district. So it's near to, I don't know if you have been here in Vienna.
No, I should have thought about that before I asked.
Yeah. So I live in the 4th district. So it's near to the Belvedere Palace. The Belvedere Palace is a very nice castle in Vienna. And I think you know Gustav Klimt, and there is the most huge Klimt collection, I think, in the world. You can find all his nice paintings in this palace. So it's a very nice area, quite near to the 1st district, which is the city center of Vienna. So it's just like a 10 minutes walk to go to the city center. So we are really very, very spoiled to have the possibility to live here in this nice district. Yeah.
Well, that leads nicely up to so if I visited you, where would you take me to shoot?
Yes, that's great. So when I go out of my apartment, I just go straight ahead down to the city center, and there is a very nice spot, a huge place. It's called Karlsplatz. And Victor Chouret, he knows it because he came to visit me and I brought him there. And there's a very big fountain, and it's a very nice spot because you have all the Viennese people going there and sitting around the fountain and doing like skateboard or dancing. You have the tango dancers over there. So you have a lot of stuff getting place around this fountain. And you have a very nice museum. It's called the Museum of Vienna there too. So it's free, and you can go inside and you can see the whole history of Vienna, and you can shoot inside the museum because it's allowed to shoot inside. And it's a very, very, very nice spot to be there and to see how the Viennese people live in the city.
Yeah, sounds perfect. Yeah, sounds a perfect day shooting to me. Brilliant.
And there's another spot, the second spot. It's not just this one. There's the flea market on every Saturday. It's near to the Oriental Market, and you have absolutely go there because you have these crazy people over there. So that's a very, very nice spot in Vienna too. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it's really interesting. Every flea market's always interesting, but when it's in a place you've never visited before, even more. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So, are there any places to visit as a tourist? Obviously, I guess there must be.
Yeah, it's like when you're in London or in Paris, it's this kind of city. You can go everywhere, and it's beautiful everywhere. So we are really lucky to have the possibility to live here. So you have, I told you already, the Belvedere Palace. Then you have the 1st district, which is the oldest part of Vienna, and you have all these old buildings. And then the history of Austria. You had the Habsburg here. Before the First World War, you had the monarchy, Austrian-Hungarian monarchy. You can feel it in the city, and so you have all these beautiful buildings built during this period, and you can visit the 1st district. Is like, a Champs-Élysées in Paris, turning around the first district and along this avenue, you can see this big road. You have this building, so you just walk around this road and you just look up, and you can see all these beautiful buildings everywhere. So that's quite easy.
Yeah,
to walk around. You can enjoy every corner in the city. It's really nice.
Yeah, I look forward to visiting. Sounds great.
Yeah, you should come. You should definitely come.
Oh yeah.
I will
Yeah, well,
you around.
perfect. Yeah, that's a deal. 100%.
That's
So
our deal. Okay.
yeah, absolutely. So, what's your favorite place in the world? What's your favorite destination in the world? Where do you love the most?
I have two favorite places, not just one. One of my favorite places is Corsica. The island in the south of France, and there is the place. It's called Ajaccio. Ajaccio is the city in Corsica. It's on the sea, and you have just this amazing light and food markets, and you just enjoy yourself on the terrace, and you go swimming, and people are very nice, and you can do some amazing photography there of the people and the markets, and with this warm light, it's really a nice place. And the second place I love since I'm a child is Venice. I try to go there once a year. And I remember when I was a child, we spent every year our holidays with my parents in Italy, because from Vienna it's really near. And we went down to the south of Italy in Apulia, and on our way back we always stopped in Venice. So it's just a very old memory for me to go there, and it's a family memory. So I try to go there every year, and every year I feel like at home there, and it's like my roots. So I love to go there. Yeah, I do.
Maybe when you retire, you might end up in Venice. You never know.
Maybe. You never know.
It's when you get somewhere that draws you back over and over again, you think, okay, yeah, cool. I love it. That's great.
Yeah.
So where would you most like to visit in the world? What's on your bucket list?
So it's funny because I listen to your podcast, and so that's not a quite new destination. I would love to go to Japan.
For everyone.
And I know
every reason.
You interview
Absolutely.
the same thing. And I love to go there because my elder son, he's 27 now, and he went to Japan in February, and he just was so amazed of this country, the landscapes, the cities, the people. They are very welcoming, and he just loved it to spend 2 weeks over there, and he was just amazed. And I like it because I like to read books of Japanese writers, and I wrote a book of her name is Michiko Yama, and it's called "You're Looking for What You Are Looking For Is in the Library," and it's Japanese. It's typical Japanese style thing. It's a nice story about a young girl. She has a paper shop in Kyoto, I think, when I remember, and people are coming there not to buy paper, but to have a message written by her. So they go there, tell her their story, and they ask her to write a message for them and to send them to the people. So this girl, she choose the paper, she choose the color, how she writes it, because not every color is good for every message. And I think it's so, for me, seems like it's so typical for the Japanese culture, it's so elegant and calm and quiet. So I would love to see that.
Yeah,
myself.
No, absolutely, perfect choice. And I've not spoken to anybody that said they don't like Japan.
Yeah,
not a single person. Everybody loves every second of it, and they want to go back.
Yeah. I've never been there, so I really would love to go there.
Yeah, no, perfect choice. Yeah, love it. Okay, weird question. Mm-hmm. If you could time travel, where and when would you visit?
Haha, that's nice. I know my husband, he always told me that his grandpa, he met Buffalo Bill.
Wow.
So I really would to go there and meet this guy, because when I look at his pictures, he's just a crazy face, Buffalo Bill and Sitting Bull, this kind of people. And Sitting Bull also, he has this face with his deep wrinkles. Yeah, I would really love to go in the 19th century to meet them and to listen to their stories.
Yeah, no, good choice. Now having that connection as well. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Would really nice to see.
So if you could photograph anyone in history, who would you shoot?
So that's not very original, but I remember, my father, he left quite young. He was just 57 years old. He was very sick. So I was pregnant with my first daughter when he died. But I have a nice memory of him when we spent our holidays in Italy, in the Apulia. We went to a very small town. It's called Fieste in the Gargano. You have the Apulia, and then you have a little countryside in the sea. And there you have this very small town. And he just loved to go to the cafes in Italy and have quite early in the morning, like in 7 or 8 a.m. in the morning, and sit there and have his espresso with a crapper every morning, So I would love to go there with him and to take a picture of him when he have his espresso with his crapper. So yeah, I would love to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah, nice personal moment as well. And imagine the light at that time in the morning would be incredible. Even technically, it'd be amazing, let alone having that lovely memory with him. So yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell me a fun fact or a story about yourself.
Yes. When I'm at home alone, I love music. I love singing, but I'm a really bad singer. You don't want to listen to me. Really bad voice. And I love to dance. So when I'm alone at home, I just put on the music and I dance alone at home and I sing alone at home all the time. Yeah. All the time.
That's
I do that.
Like, you sure? I'd love to be a fly on the wall. I would love to see that. That'd be great. Even if it's out of tune or whatever, that'd still be cool.
Yeah, that's quite cool.
Yeah.
And when the kids were really little, I did it with them,
Sure. Yeah. Maybe not now. Maybe they would go, no, maybe not.
Yeah. So, no, they're just of me. Crazy matter.
So what's your favorite word? I know it's another weird question.
I have thought about it, and I know I have two favorite words because it depends on the language. And I have 2 languages I speak. It's French and German. So it's my 2 mother tongue. So in French, I would say I love vistiti. Vistiti is like when you take a photograph of people and you tell them smile,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Make a smile and you say vistiti, So everybody is smiling. So I love it. This is so typical French, so easy going and just make a nice word for everything. So I really love it.
Yeah.
And in German, it's na. It's 2 words. Yeah, it's na bumsti. Yeah, na bumsti is not German. It's Viennese because there's a huge difference between Austrian speaking German and German speaking German. Yeah, especially when you are in Vienna. And the German, they know that you are from Austria or from Vienna. They hear it on how we speak, the accent we have. And so Nabumsti is a typical Viennese expression to say, what the heck? What? What is it? What the fuck? Yeah. So Nabumsti, and you can hear it everywhere. Yeah. Everywhere you go, wow, Nabumsti. Yes. Yeah? So that's like that. So I loved it. Yeah. So when I came back to Vienna.
Yeah. It sounds cool. It sounds cool as well. Nabumsti. It's just got a nice ring about it. It's great.
So it says everything about the Viennese people.
Perfect. Yeah, it's perfect choice. I love it.
Yeah.
Because it's an international podcast. Teach me a new word when you say it I may not know.
Okay. So it's kukuruz.
Oh, God.
Kukuruz.
Oh, no, I'm not going to get that. I'm English.
I will teach you when we will meet in Roma. I will teach you this word. So kukuruz is the word for corn, yeah?
Oh, okay.
In Austria. Yeah, and it's a very old word, and it's coming from Serbia. Yeah, when you go back at the beginning of our interview, I told you that there was the Hungarian Austrian monarchy. Yeah, and you have Serbia inside too. So in Vienna, you can find a lot of these words coming from Hungary, from Czechia, from Serbia, and we use these words. So we call it, when you go to the supermarket, we call it not like in German Mais, but we call it Kukuruz. And you can find this word in Vienna everywhere. And it's so nice because I chose this word because it represents the city of Vienna, because it's a small city. It's only 2 million people living here, but it's a very international, multicultural city. When you walk around in Vienna, you hear more in different languages than German, So that's, for me, Roots was really representing this kind of international way of living in Vienna.
Yeah. No, perfect. Love it. That's great.
Yeah.
So when did photography click for you? Obviously, excuse the pun, but when did you know you could take a good photo?
So, my father was a very good photographer. He wasn't a professional photographer, but he did a really good job. And he gave me my first camera, I think when I was 10 or 12 years old, a Canon AE1. And I still have it. So sometimes I go out with it and do analog photography, and allows me to slow down a little bit. But then I had to do my study, to be serious. I did economical studies. I moved to Paris. I had to work. And then in New York, I met a very dear friend. Her name is Emmanuelle, and she's a photographer. And she took me with her, and she told me, "Well, you have a quite good eye. Just do it, And that was the click for me. But then we moved back to Paris again, and I have to move back to my job and blah blah. And it took me a long time to get back to photography. But when we moved to Vienna, I heard a podcast of Betty Go,
Mm-hmm.
and was just amazed. And I told myself it's time for me to start doing it again. And I did a workshop with a German guy I don't remember his name now, Siegfried Hansen. And this was a big click for me. At this moment, everything started for me. And I created, Women in Street Vienna, and I met Agi through it, and that was really a huge beginning for me with photography.
And that's the thing. When I came to Rome, I met so many amazing ladies, so many amazing women photographers, all in one place. I hadn't really done that before, because obviously it's normally men. You go out and obviously you go from there. But Rome was great because everybody was there, and they were so incredible and so friendly and so welcoming. And but their photography is outstanding, So it's great to see everybody represented together. Yeah, no, brilliant. Love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we've got to that point now. Your favorite 3 photos and why you like them. It's so hard.
So last year, I had the chance to go to the DSP festival, in Dublin.
Sure.
And it's, have you been there already?
I'm going next week.
Are you going next week? Oh, weekend. Lucky.
Yeah. Unfortunately, only for the Sunday, because I have to work. So I'm only going on the Sunday, but I'm flying over straight after work and then going for the Sunday and hopefully spend some time with Corner thing for the Monday. So, yeah.
It's such a nice place, and the people are so welcoming and warm and nice. I had really an amazing experience last year. Was really, really very, very happy there. And we did this huge photo walk, organized by Street Badass. And so I was walking with 2-3 guys, and they photographed 2 young men with their amazing bicycle. And I was just observing them, because that's what I like to do, doing things not quickly, but quite slowly, observing, waiting the moment. And I just saw the bicycle, the guy staying in front of the bicycle, the photographer taking him, the second photographer taking 2 other guys next to the shop. And then I just saw, the scene in my head. And I took the photograph like a BTS behind the scenes. And I really like this photo. It's just a amazing moment. I was happy to do it.
Yeah.
And the second one I love really was during the first photo walk I organized for Women in Street Vienna with all these amazing women you can find here in Vienna. And we walked just down the street, and there is a very nice flower shop. And there were in front of the flower shop, there stood a very old lady with short gray hair and big blue eyes and deep wrinkles. And she was such a beautiful old woman. And I asked her if it was not a spontaneous photo, I just asked her if I can get a photo of her. And at the beginning it was like, no, I'm ugly. You just have to take a photo of some young woman. And you know how they are, these old people. And I just said, oh, come on, you are really beautiful. You're an interesting person. And then she answered, okay, if you want to, if it's so important for you, I will do it. So just like, okay. Yeah. I give you the gift. And she stood there and she was so proud, and you can see it on her face. And I love to look at that photo right now because it's really a really nice photo. Yeah. I like it. And the third one is just I'm a Viennese, and in Vienna we are just like melancholic people a little bit, And we love music, and you have a lot of classical music. And if you are in Vienna in the streets, they are playing classical music on every corner. And I saw a young musician standing in an old porch in a building, and she was playing violin, and she was just like, it's a very simple photo. It's not a wow photo, but it's, I just saw how absorbed she was in what she was doing. So she completely drew me in, and I took this photo. And what's funny about this, what I found out afterwards when I saw the photo, that there was a mirror next to her, and there was a woman in the mirror looking at her at the same time when I took the photo.
Amazing.
But at the moment I didn't see it. I just saw it afterwards. So that's so funny. But because I was so drawn in by her playing music that I just forgot everything around me. So it's a very nice, I like it. It's a beautiful photo. Yeah. That's the three photos I like.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. And it's those memories as well, like you were saying with the Dublin one, that, it's the memory that comes with the moment and the photo. That's what's great.
Yeah. That's so
brilliant.
True.
Yeah, excellent. Well, you're never going to get bored. I mean, your work's so varied. I mean, like you're saying, there's 3 different types there anyway from street stuff. But, you always do portraits, you always do light, you do color, but you also do black and white, and you'll do anything that and in any light as well, which is great, because that's the thing. A lot of people go, well, I'm not going out because it's going to be, not enough light or whatever. But I know you're shooting anything, you're at any point. It's great. So yeah, so well done.
Yeah, I love to do it. And I have a friend here. He's asking me, you don't go bored to do street photography in Vienna? And I tell him, every day I go out, and even in my street, I go down on my street to the Karlsplatz where I want to take you. When you come to Vienna, visiting me, I will organize it, Yeah. I'm sure you will come. I always do it. And he just asking me, what? You go every day on the same spot? And I tell him, yes, because every day there's something different. I see every day something different. And it's so nice. There's always something you can see. So, I like that.
Perfect. Yeah, it's a bit different where I live. Where if I go outside, the length of the grass gets higher, and that's it. Or maybe there'd be a new bird or a new squirrel, but that's it. So yeah, you're very lucky. You've got people on your doorstep.
You should try the animals then, no?
Yeah, maybe. Then they're not quite as good as humans. Sorry, animals. So, what advice would you give a new photographer?
Okay, that's really a good question, and I was thinking a lot about it because I'm learning myself. So what can I tell to somebody? But try to learn about yourself, what you want to do yourself, and not you can learn of other people. But I think you have to find inside of you, of yourself, what's important for you and what do you want to show to others, what you have in here in your heart. So, and then just do it, just try different things and be curious. And I know in the Women Street Photographers group, you have some ladies, they just tell me, yeah, but you ask the people getting their photos, how do you do that? And blah, blah. And I just tell them the worst thing what can happen to you is that they say no. So what's the point? They will not throw you stones, so that's fine. So just don't be afraid and share with others your experiences. I think that's important too. Be generous and don't be selfish. Yeah. So I think when you do that, you will get back this good energy from other people. And I have this experience on the street when I ask people for their photo or when they catch me when I take them, I just show it, and I never had the bad experience. Never.
No, and I think that says a lot about you as well. You're very welcoming. You're very open, positive. You're always, I've never seen you miserable. So I don't think that exists. So yeah, it's all, your personality just shines through. So I think people respond to that. If you're kind, you smile, you're being yourself and you're being honest, it works, comes across.
I think so. Yeah. That's good.
Well, you're a busy lady.
And I love
Absolutely.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, so because you're a busy lady, what you've got coming up then? What's going on? What's coming next?
Yes, so that's true. I'm a very busy lady. This year, I attended a photography school because I'm a learner. I want to learn, and that's what we have in common with Agi. We just want to grab everything and to do a lot of stuff. And so in June, I will finish my photography school, and it was a lot of work. And we had a lot of different kind of photography to experience. So I have just 100 of photos now, and I have to present them at the end of the year. So I'm preparing a book with all these photographs, and it's just like, Rob, it's incredible because it's such a lot of work. You can't imagine doing a photo book. I will have just my hair like, so I have my book at the moment to prepare, but I'm quite proud of it because it's really nice, and it's amazing how much stuff you can learn in 1 year when you are ready to do it and to open yourself to learn. And it's from learning. Like taking photographs of products, of in the studio, doing shootings on location, shooting textures and forms and this kind of stuff. So it's quite interesting to learn this. And I think street photography helped me to learn quicker, and at the same time, this year helped me in my street photography too, to learn to be more patient and to observe more things on the street and don't run from one corner to the other, and that's what I try to do.
Yeah. No, brilliant.
And the second one is, I have this association with Women in Street Vienna, what I try to push this woman to meet more and to be more confident in her photography. And in Austria is still a little bit quiet around street photography. There are smaller communities, but they don't interact anymore. So I try to put them together, and that's nice because I think there's still space to grow here and to shape it. So that's it's an adventure, and I like to have challenges. So that's what I'm doing. And the next thing is in summer, I am invited to join an exhibition in Arles. You know Arles?
France, is that right?
Yeah, that's the big photography festival, which plays in during the summer in July and August.
Amazing.
And it's a huge huge place. It's really amazing. I have been there 2 or 3 times already, and you have it in every building. You have exhibitions, and so I joined a group of photographers from Street Photography France, and there's a guy Yves Auboyer. He organized an exhibition in Arles Off, in the galleries of Arles. So I participate in one exhibition, and it's really exciting to do that. So I'm really happy to have the opportunity to do this. So,
yeah, amazing. That's incredible. Yeah, what an honor. That sounds absolutely amazing.
That's really, I'm really honored to do that. Yeah. So
and also even going back to the ladies, reaching out and asking people, that's great, because I'm sure they appreciate you actually putting something together, because most people think about it, but they just don't do it themselves. So to actually do that for others is great. Yeah, no, 100%. Yes, love it.
Yeah, and it's lovely because yesterday, I did a workshop for how it's called, cyano TP. Cyan TP is you do blue color on paper.
Sure.
So it's getting blue. It's a some products you put on paper, and then you put water, and it's getting blue. And you just put plants or something like that. You put it in the sun, and then you have the white contours of the plants or whatever you have taken. I met some woman, and I just gave my cards, and I tell them, just come and join, and we have fun together. During the next photo walk I have organized in May, and they are happy because everybody's searching someone to share your experience. So that's really important.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. It sounds like a busy time.
Really a busy time, yeah. And it's nice because now, Vienna during winter time, it's really cold and everybody's inside and sleeping, It's like the animals in the holes, You're putting your food in your hole and you wait that the winter is over. It's like that.
Hibernation is over. They're coming out of their shells. That's great.
And now, like, everybody's going outside, and want to meet other people and have drinks together. And it's really fun to see that, It's really, it's amazing.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm glad you're going to be part of the podcast team in Rome. That's amazing. Thanks for being part of that. That's going to be exciting. We love Rome anyway. I mean, that was my first one last year, and it just blew me away. It was incredible. So it's going to be great. It's going to be, look forward to it. But that's October. We've got a while to wait yet.
Yeah. I was really happy that you asked me. I'm really very, very happy to do that with you. Yeah, I think we will have a lot of fun together.
Absolutely.
All these crazy people.
Yeah.
Have you seen our videos with Victor and Catherine here when we spent time in Vienna? It was just like so much fun. We had a lot of fun together.
I bet that was incredible. Amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being my guest. I do appreciate you being here. And I love you. I love your work. It just goes without saying. So, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Thank you so much, Rob. And I love your work too. It's so amazing. I look every time. So yeah, I do.
Too kind.
No, that's the truth.
Right. Well, you take care. And thanks for being my guest.
And thank you for the invitation. And I hope everybody will understand my English.
Better than mine.
Okay.
Okay.